I told you motherfuckers I've been to jail a million times. Now everybody's appalled. What the fuck do you think I went to jail for? Being a nice person? Get the fuck out of here.
Man, shout out to Starcasm.net. They posted a very interesting article along with 15 mugshots of a lady named Atasha Jefferson Moore. Now, with that said, just because the woman in the mugshots kind of looks like Tommie Lee from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 5 doesn't mean it's her. However, I'm going to go ahead and read this story to you guys anyway. We're just going to entertain the thought here. Now, the story was posted on April 8th of 2016. Starcasm.net writes, and I quote, "Earlier this week, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta fans were surprised by a report which appeared to detail a secret identity for Tommie, one of several new additions to the show's cast. According to that report, none of which has been confirmed, Tommie's real name is Atasha Jefferson. And the lengthy list of Atasha Jefferson arrest records includes alleged ties to a rumored forgery ring run by Kieran KK King, another new Love and Hip Hop Atlanta cast member." So let me interject here. Basically, Scrap DeLeon's mother. They're saying that she had an alleged forgery ring, which Tommie was a part of. First of all, let me, before I go on with the rest of the story, I don't believe this right now. This is all alleged information. I don't think Tommie would ever do something like that. You know, she's a sweet, innocent lamb. She would never hurt anybody. And I just don't believe this story. You know, I'm team pretty girl and I'm calling BS. Anyway, Starcasm.net goes on to say, broke the story. I'm not going to say the name of the particular blog that they mentioned in the story because the motherfucker came by my YouTube channel and threatened my ass over a video that I made talking about them and one of the Love and Hip Hop cast members. So I don't fuck with that blog, and I'm not going to say their name in this video, but broke the story. If you want to know which blog I'm talking about, there's a link in the description box to take you to my blog. You can go to the Starcasm.net website from there, and you can see the name of these people, person, whatever. But they're no friend of my blog, and I'm no friend of theirs. Broke the story, which is based on an anonymous tip the site received. The entire tip is too long to reprint here. You can read the whole thing in the original article. According to their source, Atasha Jefferson, who was only an alleged alias of Tommie, once again, only an alleged alias, we don't know whether or not it's her, used to work for Kieran doing identity fraud and is wanted right now in Minnesota on forgery charges. Atasha apparently underwent plastic surgery in Miami and paid for it with money stolen through the scams, but the doctor who did it also pressed charges against her for stealing. End quote. Again, we cannot confirm that Atasha Jefferson and Love and Hip Hop Atlanta's Tommie are indeed the same person. What we do know, however, is that some of the claims the tipster made regarding Atasha Jefferson appear to be at least partially true. Atasha C. Jefferson, who in turn goes by the alias Atasha Chiza Moore, CHIZZAAH. What the hell? Who in turn goes by the alias Atasha Chiza Moore, was booked into the DeKalb County, Georgia jail on May 2nd of 2013 on one first-degree felony charge. Jefferson posted a $3,500 bail and was released 4 days later. Before that, the Atasha Jefferson arrest records include an appearance in court in Gwinnett County Court, also in Georgia, back in 2010. In that instance, Jefferson faced 3 charges, one count of, quote, giving false name, address, or birth date. On June 19th of that year, one count of driving while her license was suspended on the same day, and one count of driving while her registration was suspended, also on the same day. Jefferson received 12 months probation on the first charge. She received verdicts of nolli prosequi on the latter 2 charges, though the reason why isn't immediately clear from the court record. Now, nolli prosequi basically means that either, the plaintiff or the prosecutor decided to not proceed any further with their actions or the suit against the defendant. So basically, she got off on the other two charges, and the first one she received 12 months probation. Anyway, the article goes on to state Atasha Jefferson's arrest records are longest in Fulton County, which includes most of the city of Atlanta and Clayton County, slightly north of the city. She was arrested 9 times in Fulton between 2006 and 2014 on a variety of different charges. 3 different counts of battery, one of which involves, for real, a bus hijacking. Pause the story right there. So you trying to tell me she was on some speed type shit? Wasn't that the name of that movie from back in the day that Keanu Reeves was driving the bus and there was like a bomb on board or something like that? I guess the bomb was allegedly Tommie, or whoever this chick is that they're saying it may possibly be Tommie. One of which involves the real bus hijacking, 5 counts of shoplifting, and most recently of the more general theft of service. Note, if you follow the link above, you'll know 11 different entries in Atasha Jefferson's arrest record. 2 of those are transfers from one institution to another and not separate arrests. And as far as Clayton goes, Jefferson went to court on 13 different charges there, several of which, again, in 2010, involved forgery. In addition, the most recent Fulton County record lists a Florida address for Jefferson that would appear to sync up with the article. Once again, that blog that I will not mention the name of. But the only Atasha Jefferson arrest record we could find in the state of Florida involved a car accident and not theft. Let me pause the story right there. She said that she's been in a number of car accidents that she, of course, survived. So I don't know if that adds any more validity to it. Also, after I'm done reading this article, because it's almost over, I'm going to show you guys a picture I saw on her Instagram page, which I thought was really interesting. Wait for it. You'll understand what I mean when I tell you, when I show you this picture. Okay, so article goes on to say, in addition, the most recent Fulton County record lists a Florida address for Jefferson that would appear to sync up with the article, but the only Atasha Jefferson arrest record we could find in the state of Florida involved a car accident and not theft, as the anonymous tipster alleged. Court records indicate that Atasha was actually not even arrested after being charged with leaving the scene of a crash on August 18th of 2014. She received a $50 fine and was released on her own recognizance. That doesn't sound like a bad girl, does it? She keeps getting off, so obviously somebody's been trying to frame her. I blame the Illuminati, the Illuminescence. Anyways, back to the story. It doesn't look like there are any pending warrants on previous arrests for Jefferson in Miami. The claim that she is wanted for forgery in Minnesota, however, appears to have at least some truth to it. There is an outstanding warrant for Atasha Jefferson. The spelling of Chiza differs almost from county to county. So sometimes it's spelled Chizzaah, sometimes it's spelled Chizzzaah, basically. Differs almost from county to county in the state on the charge of a probation violation stemming from identity theft. The warrant is dated February 8th of 2013. It may be worth pointing out that 2013 was also the first year since 2007 that Atasha was not arrested in the state of Georgia. So, to cap all that criminology off, here's a collage of Atasha Jefferson's mugshot photos from throughout the years, exclusive to Georgia, and assembled in a rough chronological order. For her part, Tommie has denied any connection with the allegations in the original report. She's made 2 references to them, though, both on her Instagram account, and it seems fairly clear she's not sweating anything. The first, though, appears to feature activity that could easily get a person arrested. Basically, it's her in a car wearing her Tommie shit t-shirt, holding money up to her face, a whole bunch of shmoney, with a bottle of liquor that she's drinking. She's not drinking and driving. She's just in the car, having fun, being silly or whatever, doing her thing, enjoying herself. Anyways, they posted that picture on the Starcasm website And it says, quote, everybody talking, Tommie wrote, quote, I feel like a trending topic, hashtag, I bet your mouth bigger than your pockets. And no, we don't drink and drive. That update came 2 days ago, just as the story broke. Yesterday, Tommie reinforced her chill with a more relaxed update. Basically, she was doing yoga at her house, you know, with her feet behind her head and whatnot, looking like Russell Simmons. She said, hey, VH1, I have nothing to do with what's going on social media, as you can see, just brushing up on my hashtag yoga, hashtag namaste, angel emoji, smiling emoji, whatnot. So yeah, you know, anyways, in the final part, it says, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has only been back for a week, but between the allegations against Tommie, the crazy criminal backstory involving Karen and son Scrap De Leon and Sass, that name, Sass, really? Anyways, and the seemingly never-ending conflict between Stevie J, Jocelyn, and Mimi Faust, it feels like we've had a season's worth of drama already. You can catch new episodes of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 5 Monday nights at 8 p.m. on VH1. Then they credited the photos to Atasha Jefferson's arrest record via Instagram. But anyway, here's the deal, man. Oh, sweet Lord Jesus. This story just cannot be true. I just absolutely, positively refuse to believe that any of it's true. I think that they got the wrong person. I think the woman happens to be a lookalike, but I want you guys to look at your screen. Tommie posted this interesting selfie 172 weeks ago. So what, that would be over 3 years ago, less than 4. And it was a bag full of shmoney. Now, she is a model. I'm not trying to say she did anything wrong to get the bag of shmoney. It's a really nice bag and a nice amount of shmoney. And you know, she's a hustler. She's a very smart lady. She's very talented, very beautiful. And apparently she was, in my opinion, in my assessment, she was doing something completely legal, minding her own damn business. And for all these people putting false stories about Tommie out there, she's my favorite new cast member. And I just don't appreciate that. I mean, people just really need to just be nicer. It's like they really just don't want to see a pretty girl win. That's what I think it is. I don't think it's her in the mugshots. I think that's just some chick who looks like her, kinda. And you know, I don't think Tommie was pulling bin Ladens and hijacking buses. I just refuse to believe it, Jesus. I just don't see that. She's a yoga practicing, leg behind the head, chill type of gal. She doesn't have time for that, Jesus. But maybe you've been fooled, hoodwinked, and bamboozled, and you don't want to pop her collar and see a sister get her shmoney. So maybe you're a hater and you think that it was her. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine Tommie. Keep your head up. We know it wasn't you over here. Now the haters may say it was you, but I know you're innocent, baby. Because from my standpoint, pretty girls are always innocent. You may call me a simp for thinking like that, but hey, whatever. Meat Magazine with my simping ass.